Black America. While we celebrate symbolism of having a black woman in the White House and a black woman in the Supreme Court, right now as we speak, black women are the most likely to lose their house. Black men have the shortest lives, black children have the highest suicide rate, and even though we are around 15 to 20% of the population, we are over 55% of those living in the streets. We are going to be third-class citizens in the nation we built. We better wake up and vote for real policy. Vote for Greg Marcel Dixon. Repair Black America to fix America.
Today's story is an incredible story. It almost feels like, it's from a novel. So this man, this African American man, buys a house, this gigantic, enormous house for family gatherings, and later finds out that that same house belonged to slave owners that enslaved his great-grandmother. He was an Air Force veteran. Now he owns a former plantation in his birthplace, Virginia, where his relatives were enslaved. 56-year-old Frederick Miller purchased the fully furnished house plus 10.5 acres of land 2 years ago from a family called the Thompsons, who had owned it since 1917. As a child, Miller had admired the property from the window of a bus on his way to school without knowing it was linked to his family's past. He got to know more about the property recently thanks to his sister and cousins who did research and discovered that the home known as Sharswood was once a plantation owned by slaveholders Charles Edwin and Nathaniel Crenshaw. He also found out that it was the place his great-grandmother Sarah Miller, who passed away in 1949, was born into slavery. This story is insane. This man had no idea whatsoever that he's buying a house that his great-grandmother was born into slavery in. He didn't know that his great-grandparents were slaves in that house. And once he found out, he said that, quote, "I was a little bit shocked by it, I would say, because I just wanted somewhere to have family gatherings. Once I realized that it was actually my blood that was here, it took on a whole new meaning for me. It really saddens me sometimes when I walk around here. I imagine my ancestors walking on the same ground, the same dirt. As an African American, you feel like you have reached the point where you can say, I'm connected to my ancestors, to my roots, to the very plantation where my ancestors were enslaved. It makes me feel whole as an African American." He also said that he is sure that his great-grandparents are looking down on him and his family and are proud because they went through a lot in that house. They were slaves. They didn't have, they belonged to another human being. And now to see that, their great-grandchild owns that property, the property that they served in without payment, that's how he sees it. He sees it as a positive thing, like, I'm taking back what rightfully belonged to my grandparents, great-grandparents that worked hard for this place and they didn't get a penny out of it. They were treated badly, like they belonged to another human being, like they had no rights. But now I own this place, and it sounds like he has so much pride in that, and we're really happy for him. But what would you have done? Let us know down below what your thoughts are about this story. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.